Now, this does mean we're getting that Mario Kart 64 movie soon, right? Need for Speed stars Aaron Paul as the hero in a movie based on one of the best-selling racing video game franchises of all time. We follow him and some buddies as they not only try to win some races, but also right some wrongs. Sure, it's an obvious grab for the large audience that's fallen in love with all things Fast and Furious, but is there anything beyond the revving engines and speeding automobiles here worth watching? Well, at least Michael Keaton's in it. Seriously though, can I just start with that? I am really digging this Michael Keaton resurgence. Sure, he's just a small role, and sure, he plays it a bit too over the top, but man, if that dude isn't compelling to watch on the screen. Keep him coming, MK. It's good to see you again. Other than him, yeah, it's pretty much just the racing stuff that works. So let's just call that the best thing. When the cars are bulleting down roads, dodging all sorts of obstacles, and defying all sense of logic and safety, these are the moments that the movie really feels at home. The effects are well done, and the action is shot and presented in a really engaging way. But once the key leaves the ignition, the movie just falls apart under its own silliness, which is really disappointing considering how much I love Aaron Paul from his work on Breaking Bad. You know, I really hate saying this, but I'm starting to wonder if he'll be able to break out of his Jesse-coated shell. He's certainly a talented enough actor, but when you live with a character that long, sometimes it's impossible to escape. Of course, much of that may have to do with the character he's given in this. I just didn't like him. Now, that might be because the movie seems to load him down with such heavy stuff. I mean, I know AP has great drama chops, but he can also be really funny, right? So why wasn't that used? Also, it's hard for me to believe that this hero could have such a strong moral center when every other second he's putting countless lives at risk, and often for no apparent reason. Look, either you're a good guy forced into a bad situation, or you're a street-smart rebel who fears no consequence. You can't have it both ways. It's sad too because at times I really wanted to buy into that primary romantic relationship in the movie, but I just didn't care enough about them as people. But the worst thing is the lazy plotting and predictable story moments. The setup and delivery of the plot is about as creative and well thought out as mine were when I was playing with my own Hot Wheels at age 4. Never mind, strike that. I was actually the kind of kid who pretended his Hot Wheels were driving the speed limit and stopping to say hi to pedestrians, so I'm a bad example. But the point is, you've seen all this before, and at over 2 hours long, you'll likely be wishing you had seen it much less. At the end of the day, Need for Speed succeeds only in as much as you love the action, crashes, chases, and races. But the blandness and predictability outside the vehicle brings it crashing to a C-. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. You can stay tuned for this review's Best Ever Challenge here in a bit. But first, I want to throw some stuff up over here that you can click on if you want. If you'd like to subscribe, which I'd very much appreciate, you can do that by clicking the big gray subscribe button. If you want to see more, you can click over here to see a review for the only other new movie out this week, Tyler Perry's Single Moms Club. Or click the eyes to check out a new live show I and some friends have been doing called The Critic, the Geek, and the Girl. You can also click the logo right up here to go to yourmoviefriend.com. That's where you can search by title for reviews. And finally, this review's Best Ever Challenge. This is where you name the best movie ever in a particular category and also try to identify my choice. What is the best racing movie ever? Man, there are a lot of great choices in this. I thought about Herbie, I thought about Pixar, I even thought about Will Ferrell, but I went with an underrated gem from the folks that brought you The Matrix. Drop your own answer and a guess at mine in the comments, and the first person to guess mine does get a point. Thanks, and please subscribe.